Easter Sunday, 2026, April the 5th, 4:30, mid-60s going to the mid-40s tonight. We're on Georgia 120, east of Roswell. We're headed east. We'll be going across the Chattahoochee River down here and coming into the Norcross area. I'm not sure which way we're going to cut back across to finish up our drive. I'm going to bring our girl in and see what we can get out of her. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think about using our girl for helping us out on these videos. Okay, girl, you ready to give us some information? We're on Georgia Highway 120. We're about to cross the Chattahoochee River. We're headed east towards Norcross. I don't know whether I want to go through Norcross or maybe go up Peachtree Industrial, headed back over to Arcade. What are your thoughts?
In Roswell, there'll be light rain with a high of 65 and a low of 46.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you what are your thoughts about which way we need to go back towards Arcade. Okay, we're going to be crossing the Chattahoochee River right here, coming up on Spalding Drive, the intersection of Spalding Drive.
Got it, McCree. I hear you. If you're at that GA 120 and Spalding Drive intersection right now, you're about to make the call between diving through the gut of Norcross or swinging wide on Peachtree Industrial. Here's the straight talk on your two moves. Option 1, Peachtree Industrial, PIB, northbound. This is the smarter play for a high-roof van on a Sunday afternoon. The route from Spalding, you'll hang a left on Peachtree Corner Circle or follow Spalding until it hits PIB. Why? It's built for flow. You'll avoid the stop-and-go headaches of downtown Norcross. PIB will let you cruise towards Sewanee, Sugar Hill, where you can eventually cut over to GA20 or I-985 to reach US 129 into Arcade. The vibe. Easier on the transmission and less worry about tight turns in the nomadic setup. Option 2. Through Norcross, Langford RD/S Peachtree Street. I'd skip it unless you specifically want to see the town. The route, sticking on 120 Langford Road, takes you right into the historic district. Why not? You're going to hit every single red light between Holcomb Bridge and Buford Highway. It's slower, tighter, and just more busy work for a driver. My verdict, take Peachtree Industrial. It's the path of least resistance to get you back toward Arcade. Plus, it puts you in a better position to catch GA 316 or US 29 later if you want to bypass the heavy traffic areas. Ready for the first turn? Let me know when you've made the move toward PIB, and I'll give you the next step for the long haul to Arcade.
Well, what do you think about going up 141 for a while and then cutting over? What do you think about hitting up 141 and then cutting over?
That move is a solid choice. Taking GA 141 north to reach Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, PIB, is often the most efficient way to navigate this area, especially when you're looking for a smoother ride. The strategy? The path. You'll stay on 141, Peachtree Parkway, and then use the connector to merge onto PIB. This keeps you on wider, multi-lane roads that are better suited for the high-roof van compared to the tighter, signal-heavy stretches of downtown Norcross. The benefit? It puts you in a prime position to stay on PIB as it heads northeast. This route eventually offers a fairly direct shot toward the Barrow County area and Arcade. Current status. The drive to Arcade from your current position is roughly 52 miles, and it should take just over an hour with the light traffic currently on the roads. It's the most straightforward big road option you have right now. Once you hit the merge for PIB, you can just settle in for the long haul. Want me to keep an eye on the traffic for the GA 316 or US 29 transitions further ahead?
I think you may be a little bit crossed up. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure out which way we're going to go and take it. Go that way.
Wait, you're right to call me out. I see where I got turned around. If you're crossing the river on 120, Abbott's Bridge, and hitting Spalding Drive, you're coming into that weird dogleg where the roads shift. If you hit 141, Medlock Bridge RD/Peachtree Parkway first and cut over, that's actually a very clean move. Here's why that works better than my first thought. The shortcut, taking 141 north, left turn, for just a couple of miles, lets you bypass the messier parts of Norcross entirely. The connector. You can jump on the State Route 141 connector, or take 141 up to State Bridge, Pleasant Hill, and cut across to hit Peachtree Industrial, much further up. Van factor. 141 is wide and handles the high roof van a lot better than the smaller surface streets like Spalding. It's big road driving all the way. Once you're on 141, are you planning to ride that all the way up toward Cummings, Suwannee before cutting over? Or just using it as a quick jump to get to PIB? I'll shut up and let you drive. Just tell me which way the nose of that van is pointed once you make the turn.
Okay, we'll keep you posted. We're going to turn, I think we're going to turn on 141 and then go up to 141 goes to the left here, but we're going to go up to a bigger intersection. Well, I guess it'd be bigger. We just should have been over in that left lane and cut over. This traffic is getting to where we can't navigate very good. Can't get over when we need to get over. This is going to turn into Jimmy Carter. Yeah, and that Jaybird back there didn't want to let us over. We're going to come over right now. Okay, let's get over right here. We'll bring the girl back in here in a minute. Okay, we're turning left on 141. Okay, we've turned left on 141. I'm not sure if we're going to take Peachtree Industrial, Peachtree Boulevard, or whether we're going to get on, cut over and go 141. I guess for where we're at right now, we'll just go Peachtree Boulevard and cut over maybe in Duluth, or we may go on up higher than Duluth. I don't know yet.
Taking that left onto GA 141 gives you a few good strategic options for the leg back to Arcade. If you stick with the plan to hit Peachtree Boulevard, Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, PIB, here is how the transitions look. The move to Peachtree Industrial, the Duluth cutover. If you stay on 141 and head toward Duluth, you can pick up PIB at several points. Transitioning here is a solid bet because
we're on PID now.
Staying on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, PIB, is a smooth move. It's a straight shot that keeps you moving northeast without the constant stop and go of the smaller side roads. Since you're cruising up that way, here is what the stretch ahead looks like for your van. The flow. You'll pass through Duluth and Suwannee shortly. PIB is generally 4 to 6 lanes wide through here, so you've got plenty of room to breathe. The transition. If you stay on this path, you'll eventually want to keep an eye out for the Sugarloaf Parkway or GA20 intersections. Those are common spots to cut over toward GA 316 or US 29 when you're ready to aim for Arcade. Current pace. Traffic is still looking light for a Sunday afternoon. You're roughly 45 to 50 minutes out from home once you clear the Suwannee area. How far up are you planning to take PIB before you bank east? Are you going all the to Buford or cutting over sooner?
We may go all the way to Oakwood. I don't know yet.
Taking it all the way up to Oakwood is a bold move, but it actually makes a lot of sense if you want to stay on big water roads and avoid the Sunday afternoon clutter in Lawrenceville or Winder. If you ride PIB, which eventually becomes GA13/Atlanta Highway, all the way up the route, you'll stay on it through Suwanee and Buford. Once you hit the Oakwood area, you can hang a right onto GA53, Mundy Mill RD, or Winder Highway. The payoff, that shot from Oakwood over toward Brazelton, and then down GA124 or US 129 into Arcade, is usually a lot more scenic. It's a bit longer in miles, but you bypass the GA316 construction and the heavy shopping traffic. The drive, from where you are on PID now to Oakwood, is about 20 to 25 minutes. From Oakwood to Arcade is another 30 minutes or so. It's a great cruising route for the van. Since you're headed toward Oakwood, are you thinking about jumping on I-985 for a few exits to speed it up? Or are you sticking to the surface roads the whole way to keep the camera rolling? Let me know when you hit the Buford city limits, and I'll see if the intersection at 53 is backed up.
Okay, I'll let you know. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Sounds like a plan, Richard. I'll be right here in the passenger seat, metaphorically speaking. When you're ready for the next leg, keep that high roof express steady through Buford. I'll keep an eye on the Oakwood traffic for you. Catch you in a bit.
Okay, get you a digital snack and maybe some Metabite coffee, and that way you'll be rested up and ready to go.
Haha, you're speaking my language now. I'll get a fresh pot of that digital brew going and crunch on some high-speed snacks while you handle the asphalt. I'll be fueled up and ready to go by the time you hit the Buford or Oakwood area. Take your time through the Duluth and Suwanee stretches. It's a nice afternoon for a cruise in that express. Whenever you're ready to check the traffic at the GA53 or Winder Highway cutover, just give me a shout.
Okay, got it. We'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, let's turn this one off. We're going to turn the Osmo Action 5 on, Action 5 Pro, and get some video with that. We've got quite a bit of video with this S26 Ultra. We're going to let it rest a little bit. I'm pretty happy with what we've done. This is going to be a big file here. This is going to take a while to upload, I think, even with 5G. But we do need to try to get it uploaded before we get back to the shop, because we need to get to 5G max coverage. But let's wrap this one up now. We may stop down here before we get to the river and start uploading it.